Majina una represent community gani na umuhimu wa nyuki kwenye mawasiliano?
So, yeah. Thank you so much. I'm really delighted to be here with all of you. I am Christine Kandie from Endorois community, one of the leaders from the community. I'm also a team leader of Endorois Indigenous Women Empowerment Network, IUN. And today, together with other indigenous community, we are really delighted to host a very important event in our livelihood, in our culture, in our spiritualism. Bees occupy a very special role in terms of pollination. It also has a very special role in biodiversity. We've been talking about climate change without talking about bees. And you know, when you want to address climate change, first of all, you have to connect it with key drivers that can bring biodiversity. So some of us who are working on indigenous communities, we've been passing a very strong narrative on how we can bring back the lost and degraded biodiversity. One of the components that we are looking together with the indigenous community is how we can bring back. So it is the bees. Bees has given us an opportunity that can bring back the land that has been cut. It can also pass a very important indigenous knowledge. It has helped our generation and inspire our generation differently. Honey that comes a product from the bees has been used different by our communities. One of it is about traditional medicinal. Honey has cured a number of illness for our young children, and our mothers know that. And we've been given that knowledge by our mothers. Honey in itself occupy a very important, like for example, if you are moving your livestock, you know, you are going together like a swarms of bees. We go together. Even the way we make our decision as indigenous communities, we come together. And we have a different role within ourselves. Being a community is like a system. And the same have been shown by us, by the bees. And there is a colony, you know, there is also, we are making a lot of leadership in this country. We also across the world, we've seen people coming together. We've heard about African, you know, kind of economical stewards that has been established by our African leaders. That one looked like a bees colony. The same as applied. We've also heard about how the European countries function themselves. It looked like a colony. So we borrowed that one, and it is a critical knowledge that we've given to us, and we've applied, and we've also seen how that one has sorted a lot of issues. Because we know in our society that we can easily get into conflict. We can easily, you can easily bring a lot of, you know, being a generation of different levels. So we've been shown this by the way bees behave. By the way, bees are very industrious. And this is one of the key biblical, this is one of the biblical rule that we've been given to a mankind, that go and toil or sweat so that you can have something to eat. So we've highly borrowed this one from the way the bees does their work. Today I have learned a very important thing that also I have a role to play in terms of protecting bees. I have also come to learn that bees at times get sick. So what is my role? What do we understand? How can we understand this? How can we help? It is the same way bees has been chemicals used in our farms has really degraded our environment. We've seen bees lying down, waking up in the morning, going to collect nectars and promoting pollination, only to be killed by farmers who are selfish, who are looking for profits. We have seen how profits has killed us. It has killed the generation. It has killed even a very important insect that really we are, as human beings, are very dependable. I'm sending a very critical message to those chemical industries that produce chemicals, because you are killing our generation, you are killing our biodiversity, you are contributing largely to climate change. Think about what you can do to save the planet. We cannot say you peace nurtures the planet, while yourself, your action, your policies does not recognize peace. Indigenous communities of Kenya have shown us an example today by coming together and thinking about a very critical. When it comes to policy making, Where are the voice of indigenous community? We've seen how our leaders are going around the country behaving, because it is a country that leaders pick themselves, pick their own people to speak. We are a community. We know we have the solution. We have been shown by nature how that solution works. But you see, because you are after profits, you go appointing your own kinsmen to speak on behalf of communities and forgetting about the solution. And that is why everyone today wants to be associated with nature. I have seen people hiking. They are not hiking in those tall buildings. They are hiking in areas that there are a lot of peace. They are taking photos. In that background, there is a beehive. What does that tell us? So actually, as we come together, there is that element of policy making that as a country, since independence, we've not had a direct interaction with those policies. The policies is, they are telling us it is a bottom up, but the actual practice is top down. So how do we make sure that whatever we speak about is implied as a real and practical things? You don't tell us a narrative that is workable in boardroom. Come, we show you the way. Because we have done this and it has solved so many problems. Like, for example, the peace has been working. They are giving us anise, and this anise is used as spiritualism. They are used as to strengthen our traditional ties. When a child or when a daughter like me is married, first of all, we have to have a honey poured on my forehead. So that one has given us a very strong anointment and has also bring a very strong covenant among families. So actually, whatever I'm trying to say is that let's look back. Let's look back to those communities who have been forgotten. Today, coming together has given us an opportunity to see how small communities can make it one, and it can make a very strong voice. We have come together as indigenous communities, as marginalized communities of Kenya, all the way from Tharaka, all the way from Samburu, all the way from Laikipia, from Nakuru, from Baringo. If you see that congruence of people sitting there, they are searching for solution that has really affected them. They are searching for solution that in a way it has affected the way they used to live. We've seen a number of culture dropping out of school. We've seen a number of women still struggling up to date in terms of carrying water to their families. We've also seen a disparity because this is so unfortunate. When you look at the parliament, they are so promising. They are approving thousands and millions of money that is going to address the issue. Why? The question is, why has those problems never solved? We have seen our institution, how our institution has been taken to look like our institution has really not given us a solution. The other time, I was looking at, we've been trying to think about how now we have engineers in this country, and we have seen a budget allocated for our roads. We have seen learned colleagues in universities coming and struggling to join political. But again, we have seen a number of budgets going to education. Why do you sponsor? Why do you sponsor? Why do you pay tuition fee? Promote their knowledge. We have engineers. I have never seen a road made in this country by those people who want to do a practice in how to make a tarmac road. I have seen road being given to China's companies. I have seen road given to Italian's companies. What does that tell us? It tells us that we don't, whatever it is made at the national government, whatever it is made in our parliament, does not reflect a true solution of our country. This is a time that we, today being a P-Day, let's also, let's embody the solution given by indigenous community. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm challenging the education sector that to rethink on how they can bring on board the graduates, those graduates coming from our universities. Don't don't make them to look like destitute in their own country. They should be given an opportunity to practice their knowledge. By practicing their knowledge is that you fund those skills that they can go back and help their communities. Up to this time, we are talking about Turkana County, for example, not having a tarmac road. We are talking about Turkana County or Baringo County struggling in water access. Why are we struggling? While we have engineers in water sector that can easily go there and hover their expertise in those countries. Why are we struggling as a country while we have graduates since 1963 who have graduated, they have capacity, they have skills, but what they lack is ability for the country to finance those skills, which is very unique. Thank you so much.